Well, hello everybody. It is Tuesday morning. I hope you guys are all off to a pleasant start today. I'm looking forward to just hanging out and grinding away on block game a little bit today. It's definitely going to be kind of a grindy, low-key kind of stream today. That's why no camera. I decided to kind of keep the focus on the game, just have a nice casual chat time, catch up with everyone, and just see what's going on in the world, see what everybody's up to, and really just try to get some of this grindy kind of stuff knocked out, because there's a lot to do. If you guys have been around for a while, on this section of our build project, there's so much grind to do. There is a lot of blocks to remove. There's a lot of things to move around. It's going to be a job and a half, but we're going to knock it out today as much as possible anyway. Today, Summer, congratulations on first. I hope you're having a wonderful Tuesday. It's great to see you as always. I'm going to go ahead and jump us right into the game here as people kind of start trickling in, because I know Dino, as always, is slacking and not yet getting going this morning, which I respect that. For it being a Tuesday, it's pretty Monday, okay? I don't know about you guys, but it's feeling like a Monday to me. So here we go. What I did off stream was I finished our upper platform. It's all the way done, all the way out to our green circle now, which is awesome. Glad to have that part of the job done. I wanted to connect all of our obsidian pillars underneath that platform. So we had kind of a lower platform to put beacons on, and then access to our main portal home here. And I was really tossing around a lot, like, okay, how am I going to do this? What's going to be the best way to kind of connect everything? Give me an access point below our mosaic. And I thought, you know, we've got these pillars pretty much set up in a circle around our main portal. Let's use that. Well, I quickly discovered that they're not set up in a perfect circle. It was kind of a hot mess trying to connect them and trying to make it look cohesive. It was just not working well. It doesn't help that the pillars are all different diameter. They're not all the same diameter at the base, which means that even if they were set up in a perfect circle, I couldn't like go from the back of one pillar to the back of another because they're two totally different measurements. So that being said, what I decided to go ahead and do instead, What I decided to go ahead and do instead is just kind of take a rough measurement of what was going to get me all of my pillar bases included within the circle. And then I went on one of those great little circle creator calculator websites, and I figured out what my dimensions were. And I plotted the whole thing out with terracotta and filled it in, because I was like, okay, this is a great little placeholder. It's a very contrasting color to our end stone, and it'll make it a lot easier to see. But then I was like, you know what? Instead of having to mine out, holy cow, have some Enderman. Instead of having to mine out each and every pillar underneath and down below the end stone that we currently have, and having to rip up my terracotta I already placed, why don't we just make our platform out of obsidian? And that way we can do TNT mining underneath this main area and not have to worry about our platform being removed, because obviously obsidian is blast proof. So kind of the best of both worlds there. So that's what we're working on right now. We're making this great little ring around. I've moved our beacons so far. This one is to the north. So we've got north and east are now exactly at our 0 point coordinate. And then we'll be making the spokes that kind of come in from those points, and then also at the 45-degree angle in between. So we'll have a spoke kind of coming off towards our center portal all the way around. But before we go any further, hello everyone who is coming in early this morning. As I mentioned, summer fades to winter. Hello, good morning to you. Congratulations on first. Good morning to Star. Good morning to Baka. Glad to have you both here this morning. Glad to see you both. Hope your day's going well. As I mentioned right at the beginning of stream, I decided to go with a no camera today, just have like a nice chill stream, really focus on trying to get some of this project done. Because as much as, you know, I do love chatting with everybody, I get a little distracted and the projects don't quite get finished. So I need to work on that today. I need to work on actually cranking out some of this stuff. So we're gonna turn the camera off just so I've got a little better focus. I can talk to chat and read chat and keep working on getting all this knocked out here. So yeah, I hope you don't mind my smiling sunny face today, but I think for the sake of the project and getting things knocked out, it's probably important that I do this once in a while. Good morning, Levi, with his own brand of first today. Glad to see you, my friend. Hope you're having a wonderful Tuesday. Great to see you as always. Hope you've acquired your coffee for the day. All right. Summer and Levi going to battle it out. So as you guys can see, this is one of the lower pillars. You can see how small it is compared to some of the other ones, like this big honking guy over here. So that was where I was running into issue with trying to find a nice cohesive circle to do all this, because it just made it really, really hard to like make it look pretty. It was kind of a hot mess. That being said, I'm not good at just kind of rough handing in circle shapes, so it was a little preschooler inspired, if I want to call it that. We want you to get the projects done. Yeah, and that's something that I was like, you know, as much as I love having the camera on, so I feel like, you know, we can get that face-to-face contact, so to speak. Sometimes when you're working on a big mega project, you got to do what you got to do. You got to put the nose to the grindstone and get busy and get working. So that's what we're doing today. We're going to be productive. We're going to get this thing knocked out as much as possible. I feel like I did something else too, and for the life of me now, I can't remember what it was. I mapped out the circle. I removed some of the obsidian pillars. As you can see, some of them are totally gone now, which is nice. I did do a little tiny bit more work on removing some of the outer island pieces. Not a ton. It was really more just so I could finish the upper ring platform, because I kept running out of endstone, of course. It goes quick. All right. Now, I am leaving the outer ring of terracotta right now, and the reason being is because I think I'm going to use sea lanterns to round out the ring here. I think that'll give it a really nice glow, really light up the inner area here. When we do our pathways leading to the center portal area, it'll have light going through there. So, you know, just have this beautiful glow coming from underneath the main mosaic, and I think that'll look really cool. Not sure if you heard, but I was able to get my headphones and mic to work at the same time, so I should be able to start streaming in a week or two as I figure out a schedule and finish a few tests. Well, congratulations, Levi. That's wonderful. I didn't realize you were having an issue with that, but I'm glad you were able to get that sorted, and hopefully you're able to get up and going soon. That's wonderful. I know you've been working on that for quite a bit. And I know that you had planned on starting a while ago, but it just didn't quite work out. So I'm glad that it's heading your way now. All right, so let's work on getting all of this done here. Let's see, you need to go here. All this has to get dug out so we can put our terracotta up underneath. Excuse me, please don't get in front of me. I had an Enderman do that to me the other day. I was mining away to do the terracotta, and all of a sudden one of these little stinkers got right up underneath my pick and would not move, and I ended up whacking him. So of course I had to fly away. It was all this drama. So not a fan. Would rather it not happen, thank you. Okay, so this one needs to go, and the one underneath it needs to go. And then we'll put terracotta right there. We can get rid of you. Nope. The only problem with mining terracotta, or mining with terracotta around when you've got haste 2 beacons, is you just rip right through that terracotta. Even if you don't mean to. All right, again, that's our circle there. We got to remove this whole pillar. This is going to take a second. I'm going to tell you right now, it is a tedious, tedious grind to do that. I think it took me about 20 minutes to remove the last pillar that I did. Just the lower section, not even like the upper. It was just that much. All right, we're going to leave this for now because this is going to get moved over to the western area right there once we work the obsidian over. So for the time being, we're just going to start right here and we're going to start grinding away these pillars. I'm going to go all the way up through the ceiling by 1 block. I don't know which pillars I've removed above. I can't remember without going back up. Okay, so this one obviously has been removed, so I'd have to be careful not to dig all the way through. Easier said than done. Again, haste 2. And endstone. It's like butter. But anyway, that's what we've been up to. That's if you missed the last stream, we were just doing a whole lot of grinding away obsidian and placing down endstone and digging up endstone, and that was pretty much the stream. Since the last stream, I caught up making the lower ring, kind of plotting out the design for the lower section, and again, just grinding blocks in a big way. And that's pretty much been my world. Yesterday, ran some errands with the family. Oh, Trap! Thank you so much for the gifted sub to Karma Crash. Welcome in, my friend. Hope you're having a wonderful day. Glad to see you as always. And endstone kind of looks like holy butter. It does, Quick Scythe. You're absolutely correct. And good morning to you. Hope you're having a wonderful Tuesday as well. But yeah, so I went out yesterday, ran some errands with the family. My oldest is getting ready to go to prom in a few weeks, and so we had to go pick them up a tuxedo. That was a little bit of a misty-eyed mama moment, you know, seeing my oldest baby being all dressed up and or planning on getting dressed up and going to this big event. It's one of those moments where it's like, okay, you're excited for them, but it's definitely a moment of, oh my God, my kid is old enough to be going to the prom, and it's weird. It's a weird place to be, let me tell you. It was funny, too, because the place that we went and got the tuxedo was the place that Tovinator and I went to get both my wedding dress and his tuxedo back when we got married. And it was funny because the woman that was there working was there back when we got married. Like, I don't recall if she was the one who helped me with my dress fittings or anything like that, but she was like, I was totally here that year, and that's when I started working here and everything else. It was just this weird moment of nostalgia. All right, so we're just going to continue laying this obby platform here. That way we can get our beacon moved over and out of the way, and then we can work on resetting that circle on the other side. Because, of course, right now it's on... It's like the circle goes up on top of my beacon there, which is a bit of an issue. Trying to get going so I can be on the PC. Yeah, that's tough in the morning. The mornings are kind of difficult for that kind of thing sometimes. I myself actually got up and going a little bit. I was up at like 4:30, which was nice because I actually got some stuff accomplished. I got my workout done. I got a really good stretch done this morning. I've bruised the heck out of my back using the foam roller, but it felt really good, so I can deal with that. Bruises fade. It's fine. The Enderman looks like he wants to help. I know, seriously. Sometimes I'll get one that'll just literally come stand like right over the top of me and be looking down and be like, what you doing? Can I put down block? I like block. I'm amazed they haven't picked up some of the floating ones. Like when I drop one by accident, I have expect them to be like running around carrying a block of obsidian somewhere. I don't think they do that. I don't know if the obsidian is a block they can pick up. I don't know what the coding is on that one, but I think that'd be kind of funny if they did. Like, I'm going to help. Where do you want it? And then they put it down in some random awful place that I have to then mine out. It'd be such a pain in the butt. Such an Enderman thing to do. But anyway, so while we were out running errands, we took the kids to the a restaurant I recently found in that town that has gluten-free options. And I got pizza and wings, and it was absolutely incredible. And I ate way too much, but oh God, it was so good. I miss being able to eat garbage food like that because most of what I have to eat is home prepared, and I tend to cook pretty healthy at home. So it's nice to just have, you know, like glorious, you know, fried food and pizza and stuff like that. Oh, it's so good. It's so, so good. I actually have pizza leftovers for lunch, and I'm already looking forward to it. They've littered grass blocks all over my base. Oh yeah, same trap. Every time I come back to the house when I've been out doing stuff, I have random dirt blocks just laying around in my storage room or down in my main house area. And I'm like, really? I appreciate you bringing me a gift. It's like your cat that brings you dead gophers or something. It's like, gee, thanks. You don't think they can? Talking about those wings and pizza, Kids Bop, yeah. It was really good. I got one. It was a sweet, salty, and spicy is what it's called. But it was like a, oh, I don't even know, like a teriyaki type thing. Oh, it was really, really good. I was so down for it. And Karma Crash, good morning. Welcome in. Hope you're having a wonderful Tuesday. Glad to have you here in the chat. First time in the chat, as a matter of fact. Glad to have you. But yeah, so they were like a teriyaki with like a little hint of red pepper to it. And maybe some soy sauce. I don't know. I honestly don't know what it was. It was definitely sweet, salty combo, and I was totally down for it. We got the boneless chicken wings, which, let's be real, is just like tiny chicken tenders, which is fine. They were delicious. They were fried. They were crispy. It was so good. Speaking of frying, I got an air fryer. That's going to be dangerous. I'm like, what else could I put in this thing? I had a whole bunch of gluten-free appetizers in my freezer that have been sitting there since like Super Bowl, because I bought them for Super Bowl. It's one of the things that we do. We always make like trays of appetizers to just nosh on all afternoon and evening. And so I had like a few leftovers of gluten-free egg rolls, gluten-free pot stickers, and what was the other thing? I don't remember what the other thing was. There was 3 things. Pot stickers, egg rolls. I can't remember what the other one is. But anyway, use them in the air fryer. Oh my God, they were so good. So stinking good. I made homemade sweet and sour sauce for the egg rolls. Oh, delicious. I'm going to get fat with that thing. But good morning to you, Kelly and Zoe. Glad to see you both. I hope you're having a wonderful Tuesday. Love to catch up with everybody as you come trickling in this morning. I'd love to hear what y'all have been up to since last stream. If anything fun is exciting going on, love to hear about it. Today we have dead bird a la mode, sprinkled with the finest dirt from the backyard, and shredded grass served in a sappy sauce. Yes, the animal at your house. Exactly. When I was growing up, we had cats, and without fail, during the summer, at least once or twice, we'd end up with a dead gopher, like, right by the back door. Like, hello, human, I have brought you a treat. Here you go. I worked very hard. Please enjoy the spoils. It's great. And yes, Zoe, we are doing the no camera grind today, just to try to get things done and accomplished. I found that when the camera's off, I tend to do a little bit better staying focused on the game. I don't know why, because it's not like I'm looking at you guys. It's just you guys looking at me, but I don't know what it is. The camera distracts me. I don't know. It's weird. And yes, gluten-free pot stickers, delish. So the only thing, though, I have to say, I'm really, really, really tempted to do the pot stickers, like, in a saucepan with a little bit of oil and like kind of fry them up and then steam them, because putting them in the air fryer, they get a little crunchy around the edges, like because the gluten-free just does not hold up to that kind of thing. They get a little dried out, a little crunchy. Flavor was delicious. They were hot through the middle. It was great, but they were just like kind of crunchy. Like I was a little worried I might break a tooth kind of crunchy. My solo word, I'm breaking every end stone block on the main island. Wow. Yeah, that'll keep you busy for a minute for sure. Here for cookies for everyone, courtesy of the mod of Chaos and Lurking. Levi going on the lurk. Thank you so much, Levi, for letting us know. All right, so let's go ahead and finish doing all of this little area right here, just so it's even with the beacon. Okay, and then we're going to come back over here. We're going to finish this area so we can move the beacon and then get that reset and get our circle fixed in that little corner over there. And then we'll work on mining out the rest of that obsidian pillar that I just did the first little part of. Oh, nope, come on. All right. So I've been doing research offline, trying to figure out dimensions of Endermen. One of these days, we're going to pull up a creative world, and we're going to work on doing air-fried leftover pizza. Oh, Levi, I was wondering about that. Okay, I'm glad you mentioned that, because I was totally wondering if that was going to work. So I'm going to be doing that then for lunch, for my leftover pizza, for sure. Okay, that one goes there. Oh, actually, no, this needs to go down one more. I'm wrong. I miscounted. That goes down one more right there. Same thing here. One more. Thank you. And this guy goes down here. It's really good. So are chicken nuggets. Yeah, okay. Well, and it's funny because I totally made nuggies and mac and cheese yesterday. Footy, welcome in. Glad to see you again, my friend. Hope you're doing well. Been missing you the last couple streams, but glad you're able to join us again. So yeah, I totally made dino nuggies and also some spicy cauliflower nuggies last night for dinner. And that's what the kids are going to have for their lunch. And I was wondering if the pizza would go good in the air fryer. So I'm totally going to try that. Just because it sounds delicious. All right, so let's get rid of this little hole here. And then we're going to start getting rid of this. Thank you. Oh, there we go. I was like, wait a minute. Did I drop a block? And I did. All right, so what has everybody been up to? As I mentioned yesterday, I went and did a tux fitting for Kid 1 for their prom tux. And I braved Costco in the early afternoon. I kind of hate myself for doing so, but it got done, which is all right. What has everybody else been up to since last stream? Last time we were together was Sunday morning, so just for reference. But if you've been here, away longer and you have more to catch us up on, please feel free. Love to hear what everybody's been up to. Also, let me check one thing real quick here. How's the music? Is it a little bit quiet for you guys? Let's see. I did one slice at 425 for less than 5 minutes. Okay, that is good to know. So the pizza that I'm doing, Levi, is like a pretty thin crust, gluten-free. So I'll probably turn it down just a little bit, maybe like 400. And then I'll watch it. Like I'll do like 3 minutes and then check it. Yes, I've been okay. My tongue is better from burning it last Wednesday on my hot drink. Oh yeah, I remember you saying that. That is never fun. I hate burning my tongue. It makes everything like feel weird in my mouth, like food-wise. Like food textures always feel off whenever I burn my tongue, and I don't like that. Aside from the fact that my tongue hurts, because hello, you burned it. I've been trying to hike every day after work. Now the days are longer and it's amazing. I still recommend not waiting for the weekend. That's, you know what, that's a fantastic idea, actually. I think a lot of us get into that habit of, oh, I was at work all day and now I just want to sit and veg and relax. But there's something to be said for going out and getting a little bit of fresh air and sunshine and, you know, a little bit of that vitamin D boost after theoretically being indoors all day. I like that idea. That's actually a lovely idea. All right, let's go over and go put down our next beacon over here on the west edge. Also, if I break all the end stone, will my ender be better? It's how it should be working right now, but I want tons of XP. Okay, so from what I understand, yes, because the less spawnable surface you have, the more the endermen can spawn. So theoretically, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 9. Well, that's weird. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, there's 9. Trails are not as busy. Yes, no, that's definitely a valid thing as well. I think my circle over there on that side is slightly messed up because this one is 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And there's 2 blocks of obby on the other side. Curious. I played my football Monday night, so spent some time outside last night and scored 2 goals. Well done! That is wonderful. I'm super excited for you. Yeah. Okay, so this side of the circle is off by like a whole row, and I have no idea why or how. Oh well, I'm not really that concerned. 2, 3, 4, 5. Nope. Thank you. There we go. In my world, I have a good normal XP farm and an ender. And Star is on the phone, and we'll be right back. No problem, Star. 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, so I have a lot of XP type farms. I have my gold farm. I have my wither skeleton farm. I have my spider farm, my skeleton farm. I have my main mob farm. What else? What else do I have? Trident farm. Obviously, we have our ender. Trying to think, what else do I have? Villager trades. I'd get a ton of XP from villager trades. That's always handy dandy. All right, now beacon in the middle, and then we're gonna mine this out so a beacon can fit. And I just realized I did not bring the iron again. All right, so let's go grab the iron. We have to figure out this thing, because basically this is gonna need to... I mean, we can have the endstone stairs leading up if we want, or some sort of stairs leading up. The surrounding box is gonna turn into obsidian, because I want to make sure that's, like, contained. So I'm thinking maybe, like all of anything that's end stone right now is gonna be obsidian. Which, additional blast protection, always a good idea. And let's grab another iron. Put you right here. We're going to take half of this one and put it away. I just need to have a little bit for just in case. All right, let's go recharge this beacon. We want haste 2 on this one as well. And haste 2. I'm getting much better at remembering how to do that now, so that helps. Before I'm like, why won't it work? And it's like, duh, ding dong, because you're not doing it right. Hello? All right, so now we're going to get rid of this. And I have to be careful, because as I said, I already have the surface of it done. Because I did that first. We did this one, yep, see, like that. I have to be careful, because I'm going to mine away that end stone if I'm not careful. There we go. So, working backwards did not help. I was hoping that it would, but no luck. But that's okay. All right. The next few days for me are going to be ridiculously busy. I have... Let me see. I have a haircut appointment right after stream. Like, pretty much I leave from stream, go straight to the haircut appointment. And then as soon as I come back home, have a quick bite to eat and a little bit of coffee, I got to head straight out to take kid 3 to their orthodontist appointment. They were supposed to have it yesterday morning, which was, it was going to be a 2-for-1 kind of thing with the tux fitting. We were going to go to both places because they're in the same town. But they canceled on us, the orthodontist office did, like right before we were getting ready to leave the house, which, I mean, granted, I'm glad they did that before we left the house rather than when we were on our way, because it's an hour drive one direction. So I appreciate their forethought in letting us know. But that being said, now I have to make a second trip back. I have to hit Costco while I'm there and run in there real quick, come home, make dinner, get stuff done here. And then tomorrow morning, first thing, I have a job interview at like 9 o'clock in the morning, and it's supposed to take all the way till lunchtime. So pretty much my entire morning is gone tomorrow. And then I have household stuff to take care of and more flooring project stuff to do. And then Thursday, I'm taking an outing for a lunch date and, well, late lunch date, I should say. It's like 1, 2 o'clock. So the morning will be stream and workout and just, you know, trying to be productive. We'll see what happens though. But yeah, so that's pretty much this week. And then Friday I have a keto. Saturday, kid 3 has their black belt presentation in the morning. So I have all the stuff to prep for that. And yeah, this week is one of those like kind of nonstop. Every day something's going on. And I only have a few hours here and there where I don't have something booked in already. And in a way, I appreciate it because I like being able to kind of consolidate activities to where it's like one after the other. But at the same time, holy cow, it can get really overwhelming, especially if any one thing is running later than you expected. And it can get me into this stress state of, oh my God, I'm running late. Now I'm going to be late for the next thing, which is going to throw off the next thing after that. And it's, yeah. Can be a little chaotic. So as long as everything stays on schedule for the next 5 or so days, I'll be okay. And yes, I number my kids. It's something that we started doing like a long time ago when they were younger. But when I started, you know, being a streamer and talking about them online, in order to preserve their privacy, I refer to them as kid 1, kid 2, and kid 3. And kid 1 obviously is the oldest. And then kid 3 is the youngest. And it's just a way for me to be able to kind of keep straight who I'm talking about. Keep things kind of, you know, gender neutral, because I say they, them a lot. Every once in a while I slip and I use their preferred pronoun. But I do try to just keep it neutral, they, them, just so they, again, have their privacy online. I think that's something, now that I'm more aware of that, the doctor's face when you call the newborn kid 3, I know, right? Yeah, by that point, when you have 3 kids, it's just like, it's just one more. Kid 2 is the middle child. Oof for them. Yeah, kid 2 is the middle child, but they get plenty of attention, don't worry. I'm fairly good at keeping them all attended to equally. And who's my favorite kid? My favorite kid is whoever is not bugging me at that particular moment. Honestly, I kid, but like all of my kids, like I said, I really enjoy their company, and I enjoy interacting with them. I enjoy hanging out with them. They're all of an age now where they're grown up enough that, you know, we can have just regular conversations about like current events or, you know, things that are happening, you know, like pop culture type stuff or whatever. Even the youngest, who's in junior high, is very intelligent and very well spoken, and so, you know, we can have nice conversations about stuff, which is great. I try to keep lines of communication open with my kids because, like, I remember when I was a teenager, my parents rarely ever talked to me. I don't know if they just didn't like me as a teenager or if they didn't know how to communicate with me, but I very rarely interacted with my parents from about 13 to 18, and at 18 I moved out, so then it was a real stretch to try to communicate, and I don't want that with my kids. I want my kids to always feel like they can just pick up the phone and call or send me a text if they find something silly on Reddit that they think will make me laugh, you know, like whatever, stuff like that. It's great. I'm off the phone and on the computer. Awesome. Well, glad you're back, Star. Alrighty. So let's see. So Footy was doing some football. Zoe's working on clearing the end island. And Kelly was off hiking. or has done some hiking, I should say. Everybody else who hasn't answered yet, what have you been up to so far this week? And do you have anything big coming up in the week to come? I wish I was hiking and not at work. That's fair. That's fair. I wouldn't mind being out hiking myself. Although the weather where I live has been really weird lately, and it's really difficult to get outdoors and like enjoy it because it is a little bit chilly and windy, which I don't care for. I have issues with seasonal allergies, and because of all the wonderful rain that we've had of late, much needed, much appreciated, glad that it happened, but it has caused my allergies to go crazy because everything's blooming now. And with all the wet, it has flared up the molds as well, which is one of my specific allergy triggers. Excuse me. Excuse me. I am trying to place the blocks. Can you move? Thank you very much. And so yeah, that has made things a little more challenging in terms of getting outdoors, because anytime I get outdoors, I'm always just sneezing away. Just procrastinating for me, thanks. I appreciate that. I respect it. Procrastination, often the name of the game for me as well. Only thing I've done this week is to be more exhausted from everything going on. Other than that, finally won my first Splatfest in Splatoon 3 over the weekend. Excellent. Congratulations. You've got family coming to your place for Easter on Sunday. Was helping Hoser dig out his base. Also need reference photos for an underground library. Oh, that sounds intriguing. Is it going to be like a big vault style library, or is it just going to be like kind of a classic library but underground? All right, so we've got the circle about 2/3 of the way, maybe 3/4 of the way. Yeah, about 3/4 of the way done. Excellent. So we're going to do a little bit more mining out over here. Hopefully the Endermen stay away. Don't go getting underneath my feet while I'm trying to dig here. Thank you very much. Yeah, Hoser's dig project is intensive, to say the very least. He's been going on that thing for a couple of months now, digging out his whole underground base on the server. And oh my gosh, I don't know. I mean, I like a good diggy kind of grind, but oh man, I don't know if I could just stick with it. Stream after stream after stream. I would probably just get bored. He said 8 months. So he's saying 8 months that he's been at it already, or 8 months total he's going to be working on it? Because if he's already been at it for 8 months and oh, holy cow. I mean, that's going to be a year of just digging. Already at it for 8 months. Oh my gosh. No, I don't think I could do that. I think I would, A, lose interest, and B, I would probably just absolutely burn out on that. Like, I would not be able to do that. And I say that as someone who has mined away 3 full mountains and the underneath of mountains several times over now. I don't think I could do it, honestly. I want multi-level with big open space in the center. Oh, that's going to be really, really cool. I can't wait to see that, Levi. I hope you're able to share pictures of that when you're all done. Oh, don't get in front of me. Don't make me hit you with my pick. I'm not here to start a fight. I'm just here to do the grind, okay? Settle down. All right, so we're going to do this. And the nice thing about this is because the pillar's already here, I just have to fill in around it. I don't have to do that. I mined 4 slices for him already. Oh my gosh, Zoe. See, and that's the thing that I love, is that there's so many community members that are helping him out. That's going to make a big difference overall in terms of how long it's going to take to do the full build, because, oh my gosh, if he had to do that whole thing by himself, oh, that's so much. It's so much. All right, so we got some stairs here to get rid of. That's fine. We're just now finishing up only the first quarter of the dig. So this is going to be like well over a year project for him. Just digging it out. Not even doing any like construction or anything like that. Just digging it out. I have no clue what the dig is, but I wish him and you all the luck with it. Oh, Star, it's insane. If you ever get a chance to go check out the Big Hoser stream, he streams in the afternoon. It's like 3 p.m. Pacific time, I think. Maybe 4 p.m. I don't recall. I think he changed his stream time not too long ago. But oh my gosh, he is doing this big, massive underground base thing, and it is absolutely immense. And the amount of blocks, I mean, we're talking millions of blocks that he's mining out by the time all is said and done. It is absolutely massive, and oh my gosh. Kudos to him for having that kind of patience on a project. All right, so we've got that all done. Oh, this needs to go away. Let's pull one just so I can fill that little hole in, because I'm going to see that little hole and it's going to bug me. All right, so let's do this. Let's mine out the lower 2 here, and then we'll start working on the upper part. And we'll go place the obby as we go along once we get the lower 2 done. I like to mine out the bottom 2 blocks of each pillar because then it gives me a safe space to be able to just stand and dig like straight up. And I kind of work from the inside out. And hopefully the Endermen don't like pop in and try to attack me in the middle. It's going to be something like an ocean at the end, I think. Oh, wow. That's really cool. When he's doing it alone, he did not find any deep slate emerald ore, and when we helped him, we found all of it. Nice. There's some over here. That's the kind of thing that totally happens to me too. You know, like if I'm ever playing on a server or on like a shared world with, when I was playing with Kid 2 a lot, I would have the worst time finding stuff, and they would be like, "Oh, it's over here. It's right here. You stepped right over it. You just didn't see it." That would happen to me constantly. And Levi, back to the lurk. You found a 2 vein. Nice. I would love to find some. I would like to find all of the different ores, like in each of their states, you know, the regular stone and then also the deep slate. I don't know that I'll be able to just because of the 118.2 generation of my world, or of the main part of my world, but we'll see. Found like 5 or so. Wow. Yeah, I don't know how many. I have like regular stone emerald ore. I don't think I have any deep slate emerald ore, but I'm not positive on that. I'd have to check. All right, Enderman, just be chill. I'm not looking at you. I'm just mining away some obsidian here, okay? It's fine. Just nothing to see here. Just continue on your way. I went AFK at the ocean monument for about 20 minutes this morning. Let's see here. A melon named Tom to go with the pumpkin named Tim. Pum Tim and Mel Tom. It's not urgent. Oh, gosh. Okay, we will work on that bacon. It will stay in my queue until we can get to it, but I will absolutely do that. But all the same, good morning to you, Bacon. Welcome in. Hope you're having a good Tuesday, and I hope everything's going well in your neck of the woods. Have you guys started to defrost yet up there? Or is it still, like, ridiculously cold? I was just saying earlier in chat how I wish I could get outside and do more, like, physical activity, like going hiking or going for morning runs. But it has been so cold here, and it's been super windy, and I'm so not down for it. You just got more snow. So no, is what you're saying. It is still cold, it's still wet, and it's still white. And it's just gross. No. Yeah, I appreciate the snowfall. I appreciate the rain. It's all vitally important. Again, I live in an agricultural area, so it's super, super important here. But, ugh, I'm so over the damp. Done. Done, done, done. It was almost melted, then nature said, ha, just kidding. Yeah. It's also snowing there really hard. Yeah, like, dude, it's April. Come on now. Normally where I live, we're seeing temps up into the 80s during the day. And, like, today, it's barely going to get to 60. I appreciate cooler weather. First to admit, I don't like the heat, but I want to be able to go outdoors and enjoy it. And it's too chilly to enjoy it when it's 60 degrees outside and windy. Thank you very much. We get blizzards in May. Oh, no. That I am not down for. Snow, I say the cutoff for snow should be March. Because pretty much after that, it's spring. We should not be having snow anymore. That's enough. Thank you very much. Got a scam text saying my card for Bank of America is overdue or something. But 1, I do not have a card. And 2, it said of with a 0. Yeah. Sometimes I get those scam texts and I'm like, are you even proofreading this at all? This is clearly fake. Thank you very much. Seasons are shifting later in the year. Change my mind. No, I don't disagree. Where I live, we see temps into the 90s into October. So, yeah, I would not be surprised if we're seeing some major climate shift over the next 5 years or so, maybe even 10 years, where things are totally wonky. I don't know. I'm concerned enough about our climate change that I'm seriously wondering if within my lifetime we're just going to see a systemic failure in terms of our ecosystem structure, like, failing because of the weather. Waxing my snowboard, getting ready for atomic winter. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, if we don't destroy it ourselves in the meantime. No, the state of the world is not good right now, folks. It's kind of a scary time, honestly. I hate to make light of it, but yeah, it's kind of a scary time. I kind of understand what my grandparents were feeling like back in the 60s with like Bay of Pigs and, you know, all the nuclear scare and everything like that. Like, I can kind of see now why they were so antsy about all that. I mean, we have way too many countries that have nukes nowadays. People are a little bit antsy with that trigger button. Just saying. But that's all right. Right now, today, we're focusing on block game. Here, at least, is a happy place, and we're being productive, and we're just enjoying hanging out and chatting and having a good day. It's a little bit of respite from the scary and unpleasant of the outside world. And that's what I like about it. We can just set all that aside. Speaking of such things, today I did my self-care. I did not a long walk on my treadmill, but I got about 2 miles in on the treadmill, which was really nice. I like to do a nice brisk walk. It's about 3.5 miles per hour, which gives me about 2 miles in just over half an hour. It sounds like a lot of like walking math, but I did that, and then I used my foam roller and I pulverized my muscles a little bit with that and had a really nice stretch. And so like my body, even though I'm sore from my leg workout yesterday, it's like a good sore today. It's not the baby giraffe hurts to walk kind of sore. It's just okay, I got a good workout and I'm feeling good about it kind of thing, which is nice because that keeps me motivated. The it hurts to move days make it really difficult to like get off the couch and do anything. Speaking of being on the couch, I'm watching the boys play Lego Star Wars and chilling on the couch. It's a good day. Dude, okay, Lego games, like I had at one point, like all of them, like every time a new Lego game would come out, I would rush right down to Target and go buy it. And I would have that thing done within like a week because I would just sit and play the game until it was done. And this is me, full grown adult, okay? Like 30 years old was playing these games like start to finish because I just love them so much. I am that person who, when I walk through the different zones of the Lego games, I am breaking everything possible under the sun. You know, I tend to get the coin achievement pretty darn quick in that. They 100% completed the Lego DC Villains game, working on the Marvel one and Star Wars one now. Nice. The only one I haven't finished that I had already purchased was I think it was like, was it Marvel Superheroes or something? I don't remember. It was some like collab type game with all the different superheroes. And I couldn't get into the gameplay. It was really odd and I wasn't feeling it. I might go back and restart it again just to see if I can do it. But I haven't played Xbox in probably a year. So I literally have to remember how to play the game again. All the fun sports like skateboarding, snowboarding, waterboarding, surfboarding. Yes, exactly. Much boarding. Great outdoor activities, great physical fitness activities. And Clown Pierce 1763, welcome in. Hope you're having a fantastic Tuesday. Feel free to jump into the chat and start talking with folks, or just lurk, listen, and watch. Whatever you're comfortable with is totally fine by us. We're just glad you're here and hope you're having a great day. We're having kind of a chill stream today. Usually I have a camera on, but today we're just kind of vibing and grinding and having a nice chat session. And yeah, you're not missing much. This isn't much of a face to look at. I do make weird faces when I'm playing, though. I tend to get very expressive. I've watched the VODs before, and I'm going, oh my god, when did I make that face? Star has never done the boarding. So I've done boogie boards, but I haven't done full surfboarding. I don't think I have the coordination or the balance to do that. I actually prefer body surfing. That for me is a lot more fun, but boogie boarding is also pretty darn close. Skateboarding I have attempted. Balance also an issue for me. Going wakeboarding would be a lot of fun. Although I'm a little terrified of being pulled behind the boat. There's this part of me that thinks that if I do, it'll like rip my arms out of the socket. Which is really not a pleasant idea. Kind of takes the fun out of casual water sports. And yeah, Star, same thing. I would absolutely probably die. Trap's trying to be plane boarding. Well, good luck with that. All right, Enderman, I'm going to put these blocks down over here. If you could please not get in the way, that would be awesome. I'd appreciate that. let's see here. I still wish I knew why that west end of the circle was wonky. Why it was like 1 block narrower, because it all works out as a circle. But for some reason, it's off by 1 block from the other side, and I don't know why. I used to do all the boardings, but then I discovered beer and pizza. I respect that. I've never been a big, like, outdoor sports kind of person. I've never been, like, a real sports person in general, but I definitely was not, like, the outdoorsy kind of person. Like, hiking and skateboarding and, you know, things like that, just never really my jam. It's only now that I've gotten older that I'm starting to appreciate it more and starting to be more interested in things. But definitely in general, I want to get out and do more hiking. That's something that this spring and going into the summer before it gets too hot, I will be doing a lot of. Because all around where I live, there's tons of trails. We have Yosemite just a couple hours away from me. We have the coastal mountain range on the other side of the valley where I live, and there's tons and tons and tons of trails there. So many beautiful places to see in California, and the great thing about California is it isn't just one particular kind of terrain or biome. You're getting, you know, you have desert areas, you have the deciduous forest area, you have the coastal range, and you have the beach, and, you know, we have a little bit of everything, which is great. So depending on your mood and what your particular favorite biome would be to be in, you have lots of options, which is lovely. Does Cali have a mushroom forest? I wish. Much like in this world, I haven't found one yet, but I'm sure at some point I will. All right. Let's go drop off all this. So we've got 1, 2, 3 pillars left to finish up. And I want to take about half of this because I'll need it for filling stuff in later on. I don't need that. I do need to get some more obby so we can finish filling in the rest. I feel like that's probably the name of some community somewhere, or like a commune. Yeah, right? The mushroom forest. Yeah, I wouldn't doubt that. That's definitely a hippie commune type of vibe for sure. So not too far from where I live, a few hours away, we have Santa Cruz, and that whole area is like straight hippie commune vibe. Surprisingly enough, very little in the way of gluten-free food, though. I was very disappointed when I was over there. But beautiful beaches, lots of people that are free use with the marijuana in public places. But they've pretty much been like that well before it was legal in California. They just don't care. And really, the local PD is like, it's not worth trying to fight with these folks. They just leave them be. And yes, I know, like Canada. Where it's been legal for a while, I think, hasn't it? How long has it been legal up there, Bacon? Excuse me. Excuse me. Thank you. I already told you I'm going to be working here, so you need to stay out of the way. Thank you very much. We're going to move the last beacon over here in a minute. No, that's not what I want, but thank you. A few years now at least. Oh, okay. Now, okay, so this is, to go more in depth on that, is it like a federally legal thing, or is it by province it's legalized? Because like here in the US, it's still federally illegal, but the states have been given the right to decide state by state if it's legal or not. It is federally legal there. Okay. Yeah, I wasn't sure if it was just by province or not. Anyone wants to stop this roadway construction? I know, right? He's like one of those Greenpeace folks that likes to chain themselves to the trees, you know? Like, don't tear down our pillars. They're ours, we placed them. Alright, so we'll finish this up, and then we'll mine these last few pillars out. Oh, we gotta move this beacon over here, too. That's the other thing we gotta do real quick, is move that beacon to where it needs to be over here. And then we can finish up that corner of the circle. There was even a government website for quite a while you ordered from, and it would show up at your door, or so you're told. Not that you have ever researched that. That is actually kind of interesting that they had the like federal sales. Which, I mean, I've said this all along, that, you know, if the government was smart, they would legalize it, and that way they can make a buck off of it, really. I mean, you look at the states where weed's been legalized for a while, like, say, Colorado. Colorado was, like, one of the first states that legalized it several years ago, and their budget surplus, like, went through the roof, like, really quick, because they taxed the heck out of it. I know partake really just due to random testing at work that still tests for it for whatever reason. Yeah, now, see, and that's something that I've always kind of wondered about. Like, I mean, I could see if you work at a job where job safety is a big issue, like if you're dealing with machinery, or you know, you're like the medical field, or a job where your work performance depends on you being sober at work, or having been sober for a length of time, basically. I mean, I could see something like that, but like most kind of casual office type jobs, like if you blaze the night before and you're not still actively high that morning when you go to work, like who cares? You know, what you do on your own time type of thing. But I don't know. Yeah, in construction, definitely a safety thing. I mean, something like that, you know, where you need to be fully clear-headed. But you know, like I said, if you work in an office job and you are sober when you show up to work, it's no different than the guy who ties one on the night before, having too much to drink, and he's hungover, but then he comes to work the next morning. I mean, really, there's no difference. It's, I don't know. I think that a lot of it is just still social stigma more than anything. People need to get over it. Needless to say, I'm an advocate for legalizing it across the board, just because you know, adults should be able to do what they want to do as long as they do so responsibly, honestly. There we go. I want the skid steer operator being toasted while I'm walking around. Yeah, see, exactly. Like something like that, not a good idea. You know, but being a responsible person across the board in your job is important. So if you're that person anyway, you need to be being responsible and not be inebriated in any way while you're at work. Because let's be real, I wouldn't want that guy showing up just drunk in general either. Oh, whoops, this one's need to be up here. I went one too many. That's okay. We can fix that really quick. I was talking to the nurse last time I got tested, and before she gave me the breathalyzer, I asked her, do people seriously fail this? You know way ahead of time you're coming in to test. Well, exactly. It's like, it would be one thing if your employer had like full-on like surprise testing. But yeah, if you know it's coming up, like, why is that even an issue? Like, dude. All right, there's that. There we go. Now we're good. Now we can fill in the obby right here. So this circle is done now. So we've got our full obby perimeter set up here, our ring, which is lovely. Again, this is all going to be probably sea lanterns going all the way around where the terracotta is right now. We need to remove... excuse me, what are you doing with my beacon? He's having a moment with the beacon. And yeah, I think sea lanterns will be really pretty. It'll be a great way to add some extra light underneath. Okay, Enderman, I hate to break this to you, but I'm going to have to remove your little warm light. Yeah. I think he's toasting his bum, honestly. I think he's like, oh, this feels nice. It's nice and warm. Oh, okay. I'm like, wait, where'd the beacon go? Did the Enderman steal the beacon? No, it went in my inventory. We're fine. I was like, crap, what happened? Okay, bruh. I am trying to... Both you guys? Oh, there you go. Now you can go get them. Hey, there we go. Now they're going to go get the Endermite. Hey. That trap's still useful, periodically. Enderman wants his butt warmer. You cannot take that from him. I know, right? He's like, it's mine. It's my butt warmer. I want Enderman to be the beacon. Yes. Be the beacon. Oh, I think I dropped a piece of iron here. Let's go grab that. Where? Right there. Be one with the beacon. Yes, exactly. Feel its power. Alright, so we'll get this moved, and then we'll work on getting rid of the obsidian pillars that are still showing underneath. And then from there, we'll kind of see how much time we have left and figure out what we want to do next. I'm after stream, I'm going to be doing some AFK time over at the Ocean Monument. I was mentioning earlier on in the stream, and I don't think I finished my thought, but I think we're going to have to drain out the Ocean Monument. I didn't want to, but I think I'm going to have to. And the reason being that the drop rates are not what I would like to see for my, what do you call it? Guardians. I sat up there like 20 minutes and did not get very much in terms of the drops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just thought of my next name generator redemption, a bale of hay named Christian. Okay. And I'm looking at this map, by the way, and just right now I'm looking at the map. You can see that the left side is narrower by 1, and I have no idea where it went wrong when I was building. But that is going to bug me that that 1 is a little bit narrower. I'm probably going to have to fix that later. Christian Bale. Oh, God. I didn't catch that at first, but that's great. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And 9. Oh, now see, look, this one's got 3. What the heck? Something's wrong here. Yeah, something went wrong here, and I have to figure out why. Because this one's much further back than it's supposed to be over here. What the heck? What the heck? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I think I went too far on that one. Nope, that one's fine. Yeah, I'm not sure what happened between that side and this side, because over here, both of those 2 beacons there and there have 1 block in front and 2 blocks behind, I believe. Let me confirm this, but I'm pretty sure. Yeah, 2 blocks behind, 1 block in front of. And I have no idea why the other side only has 1 and then in front and the other one behind has 3. I don't know. I don't know where I went wrong. I'm probably going to have to completely redo the circle though, because there is no way in heck that I'm going to leave it like that, because it will drive me bat crap crazy. And that's not going to happen, folks. Can't have it. It's bad enough that this circle is an even number, and so this has 2 on one side and then 1 on this side. And I don't like it. It does not spark joy. But oh well. Sometimes asymmetry has to be done, whether we like it or not. Shoot to Laugh, welcome in. Hope you're having a wonderful Tuesday. Glad to have you back in the chat again. Everything's been going fairly well. We're working on our end project. It's a big grind, but it's coming along. We're hoping to get it done by 4,000 days. We'll see. Or sorry, not 4,000, 5,000 days. But again, we will see what happens there. All right, I'm not looking at you, so don't freak out, Enderman. Thank you. And let's do that. And then we need to go get our last piece of iron over here. We're gonna get that beacon going. Where is my camera? So if you hit !camera, you'll see what's up with that. Basically what I'm doing is just having a chill day, focusing more on the project than on no camera, no camera. I tend to get a little distracted when the camera's on because I'm talking to people. And today I decided, you know what, we're not going to do that. We're going to focus on the build, focus on the grind, and we're going to get stuff done. And we've just been doing some chatting and hanging out, and the camera will probably be back on the next stream. Just today I decided to take a little break from it. Fun fact, I can't pass any breathalyzer style test because I don't have the lung capacity to do so. Interesting. Is this something that you've had tested? Is it like because you have asthma, or is there like some other nefarious reason? I would assume my lung capacity is good enough because I used to be a fairly regular runner. Although I don't know. I have to research this. I just always wonder when someone stops using it, I'm like, but is it really you? Well, see, really, I would ask that question of myself any day. Is it really me? Am I really here? Existential thoughts with Mom. Yeah, there are streams that I've been in where they don't use a camera at all. And I don't really miss it per se, because I just get used to that streamer not using them. And so it's like, okay, whatever, you know, they don't have them. But when someone usually has a camera and then they don't, there's a little pause of like, wait, you're supposed to have a camera. This is weird. It just takes a little getting used to. And then when they're back the next time, it's like, oh, hi, there you are again. Nice to see ya. Or alternatively, if it's someone who usually hasn't had a camera and then all of a sudden they do, it's like, whoa, you have a face. This is weird. I don't mind the camera not being there. Well, I'm glad. I'm glad it's not too much of a distraction to not have it. Cake and Berry, welcome in. I hope you're having a wonderful Tuesday. Thanks so much for the follow. Welcome into the community. Feel free to jump in the chat and make yourself at home, or just lurk, listen, and watch. Whatever works for you is just fine. We just want you to be comfortable and have a nice day. I remember Game Time with Eric used to not have a camera. Oh, I didn't. Yeah, I've only ever been on Eric's stream when he had the camera. But Not Brock was one who didn't have a camera for a long time. And then all of a sudden I happened to I think I was watching one of his videos and he had a little clip from his Twitch stream. And I'm like, yo, wait, he has a face. What? So then I popped into his Twitch stream and I'm like, oh my God, he has a camera. It's crazy. I've never heard of that one before. I'd be interested to find out more. Been tested multiple times, failed every time. Like failed the breathalyzer, or failed because you couldn't blow enough for the breathalyzer. Because that's two different things entirely, Levi. I have no camera, but I have a me. Yes. I like your little VTuber character Star. I think she's adorable, and your art is always so beautiful, and I love that you've incorporated that into your channel so much. It's such a great way to have your mark on your channel without it being your face. And I really, really like that. That being said, I know what your face looks like because I've seen pictures of you IRL, and you did a great job of representing yourself in character. And I think you did a great job. Couldn't blow enough. Okay. Yeah, I've never done one, so I couldn't say for sure if I could or not. All right, so we're going to finish this pillar, and then I think we have one more after this, and then we'll take a little short break. Everyone can stretch their legs and use the restroom and whatever. Just not like the biggest fan of showing my face. Don't want to scare the children. Oh, you're a beautiful person, Star. That would not be an issue. But I totally respect not wanting to have your face on camera. That's honestly probably one of the biggest hurdles that most streamers have to overcome, is putting their face out there. Because once it's there, you can't take it back, of course. And in this day and age of people, taking a photo and Google search, we're doing a reverse search and finding that picture on your Facebook or something, and boom, they've got your name. And stuff like that is kind of scary. But I'm kind of the opinion that I'm like, if someone wants that badly to know who I am, then all right, I'm not that exciting, but knock yourself out. I'm concerned about doxing, because obviously that's not something anyone wants. I mean, if it's something that you choose to do and it brings you joy, then all right, good on ya. My community knows my first name, but that could be anybody. Oh, yeah, exactly. Yeah, you have a kind of a generic enough name where that could literally be anyone, for sure. I don't show my face or my voice, just music in Minecraft if I ever do stream, which is rare. Yeah, and see, and a lot of people do that. They don't have a mic either. They just play the game. And you know what? There is definitely a market for that. There's definitely people who just want to watch someone play the game. So I don't see any problem with that at all. Okay. Let's see here. Nope. Hate when that happens. All right, so let's see. I think we have one more. I have to confirm that, but I think there's one more after this. Yeah, so we've got that pillar right there that needs to get finished. Otherwise, they're all gone underneath. So that's nice. We got that part done. I can't stand my voice. Zoe, I'm sure your voice is lovely. We all sound different in our own head than we do to others. So, I wouldn't be concerned about that. Most people's voices are not nearly as off-putting to others as they think. I wish there was more time in a week. I want to do more Minecraft. Block Game is friend. Yes, I know. I love Block Game. Block Game is the best. But I do like that you do the variety streams. It's nice to be able to tune in and see different things. That's always fun. Keeps people engaged. My voice is as if a human turned into a kid. Well, to be fair, kids are humans, so still appropriate. We do all sound different to ourselves. I'm sure yours is great. Exactly. I mean, as if a rat turned into a human. Oh, okay. Well, I'm sure that your voice is lovely. Don't be so down on yourself. All right, Enderman, I wish you would stop following me. It's kind of creepy, and I really don't like it. Respect my personal space, please. All right, speaking of all the folks who are here but not chatting today, I just want you to know I hope you're having a great day as well. Well, I just was looking right up between my character's legs, and that was really bizarre. But I hope you're doing well today. I'm glad that you're here hanging out and just having a nice, pleasant, chill day with us. Hope you're enjoying the little bit of music we've got going here, and that you're just, you know, enjoying the vibe. You are cared for and seen, and you're valid, and we're just glad you're here. It's wonderful. All right. I must say it's nice leaving you up in my office and not have to worry about F-bomb dropping. Yes, no, that is something that we've talked about in the past. I do have my After Dark streams that are far less filtered and definitely a little more risque in terms of what might pop up on the content. But my morning streams are always family friendly. Unless I'm doing something very, very stressful like going caving or doing an Enderman fight or not an Enderman fight, a dragon fight or something like that. I tend to be pretty good at keeping it very clean. We do have a lot of folks who bring their younger kids to watch stream. You know, we've had kids who are, you know, 6, 7, 8 years old that would sit and watch with their parents. So, you know, it's very important to me that we keep it very family friendly. So wait, you stream 2 times a day? No, so usually what happens, the Mom After Dark streams are kind of a one-off, either like a bonus stream or maybe a fill-in stream. So if I miss one of my usual Tuesday, Thursday, Sunday morning streams, I'll do a Mom After Dark as like a fill-in. It usually ends up being like a Saturday evening or something like that. It just kind of depends. F-bomb, what the fudge? Yes, exactly. I love fudge. Fudge is delicious. I need to make some fudge, actually. I haven't made some of that in a long time, and it's so good. I love fudge. It's so yummy. Anyway, now I'm drooling. Thank you for that. Oh my goodness, KT. Good morning to you, my friend. Hope you're having a wonderful day. 1.25 years. Holy cow. 15 months with the resub. That's amazing. Thank you so much, KT, for coming back all this time. You are a true gem, a wonderful friend, and a fantastic mod, so thank you so much. All right, we're almost done with this pillar here. This circle is going to drive me nuts until I figure out where I went wrong. Been in calls since 10 a.m. Still in calls. Okay, well, I hope that calls aren't too tedious for you and you're able to get those knocked out pretty quickly. Let's see here. I wonder if it's back here. Let me see. We've got... I'm going to start over here. We're going to start at this edge. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Now, see, that is correct. I wonder if it's is it the center one that's off? I have to figure out what the center one is supposed to be. This one's a little bit different. Oh, wait, is it right here? There's 4. I don't know. We'll have to figure out that number. They're awful, but that's why they pay me to do it. That's fair. That's fair. You're on company time, so that's all right. I'm going to be figuring out this circle after stream. I have to figure out why it is like that, because, oh my god, that's going to drive me nuts until I figure it out. But all of our pillars underneath are all gone now. We have our big obby ring, which if you look here at the little mini map, you can see it goes all the way around. My measurements are off. That's going to drive me nuts until I figure out where it went wrong, but I will figure that out. Hold up. I was just looking at something. Something seemed off over here. This is off by 1 right here. This is supposed to be, I think this is supposed to be over here. Okay, we'll figure this out. Oh yeah, because look, that's over here. This is supposed to be over by 1 like this. This one should be here. Oh yeah, this is all messed up. Okay, so I'm going to put this right here. This is going to be where I need to figure all this out. That would explain why that one's off over there. I don't know why that one's over there off, but we'll figure that out. Anyway, when we come back from our break, we're going to finish this last little bit of pillar here, And then we're gonna go out over the top and we're gonna work on more pillars above and start working on getting those cleared out. Because once those are cleared out, folks, all we have left to do is end stone, which goes a lot faster. So let's all take about 3 minutes, grab a little snack, refill your water cups, use the restroom, whatever you need to do. And I will catch you guys in just a moment. And also, Dum Dum Ray, welcome in. Thank you so much for the follow. Feel free to jump in the chat and start talking with folks, or just lurk, listen, and watch. No matter what you decide, we're glad you're here and hope you're having a fantastic Tuesday. I'll see you guys in a minute. Levi, I am so terribly sorry. I did not say to call your mom. But yes, absolutely, you should all take time to call your mother. Dum Dum Ray, thank you so much for the lurk. I appreciate it. I hope you're having a wonderful Tuesday, as I mentioned earlier. Summer, I have to say, your cinnamon checks inspired me to go grab some plain rice checks myself. So I'm going to be munching while I play today. Because why not? You guys can't see me. As long as I keep my face away from the microphone while I'm crunching away, we should be all right. And I have to say, kudos to Dino for being exactly on time today. They pinged you all precisely at 9 a.m., which is amazing. Well done, Dino. You get a round of applause for that, because Dino's usually not so on their game. Dino's been pretty good the last few days. I wonder if people were complaining about Dino not doing good on the Go Lives. I don't know. All right, so I realized this when I was looking right before I went off on break. I'm like, oh, I want to get rid of this right here. I just want to have my terracotta ring, and that's it. You must have learned that being late equals being fired. I know, right? Dano's like, all right, fine, I guess I'll show up. God. And what are you going to do? Bots are very useful and helpful sometimes. Sometimes they're kind of a pain in the butt. Let's be real. All right, so let's get rid of this guy. And Dino gets a cookie, yeah. Here's cookies for Dino. Enjoy. So the reason I went with Obby, I don't know if I mentioned this, but the reason I went with the Obby platform was because we have all of the end island underneath that's got to get removed. And while I would love to do it all by hand, let's be real, ain't nobody got that kind of time. So we will probably be doing some TNT duping. And that being said, I want to make sure that our build is not getting demolished by the TNT duper. So by doing the Obby platform, it should keep everything nice and safe, hopefully. Give me a nice blast-proof ring there. To be fair, so are people. Yeah. All right, get rid of all of this. I think the first thing I'm going to end up getting rid of is we need to make the access to our Enderman farm and also our spawn platform, and having that come up and join up with this ring. And I have to figure out how I'm going to do that, because I need to make it a safe area where I can't fall off the edge, but I can access both things. So I got to figure out how I'm going to do that. And I'm not sure exactly how I'm going to, but I'll figure it out. I think I'm going to do like a staircase coming off, kind of like, or a pathway just like how I have here, and then have the sea lanterns going along both sides, and then having an actual like fence rail come up, because then I don't fall off. Because hello, I'm clumsy, as we all know. I'm gonna fall off. That's what I do. I do the falling and the clumsies. All right, how much more do we have to do of this? Okay, so we have all this to remove. So let's grab all this. We are going to have so much endstone, you guys. Oh my gosh, it's going to be ridiculous. We're going to have a double chest full of shulkers full of endstone. We are going to have to go end busting at some point and get some more shulkers, because I think I have like 62 right now. Actually, I think I have 63 because I had 64 and 1. So we need to make sure we get an odd number the next time, because y'all know we cannot just have one lone single one, because that will drive me nuts. Oh yeah, so you guys can see this was one of the original pillars. So you can see how far off the circle it was. And I'm like, yeah, no, we can't make that work and have it look pretty and even. So it's got to go. So that's going to get mined out and removed eventually, just so it's all nice and smooth. I'm debating if I want to keep the pillars underneath or if I want to get rid of that. The other thing I was thinking of it would be fun. I say fun. Terrifying and nerve-wracking, but functional, to go down to, what is it, -63, so just above the void, where you take void damage, and make a platform and ring it with sea lanterns or something like that, so you can see below the level of the end island mosaic area, like, okay, there's the void, so you know not to go below that. Because it's really hard when you're out flying to like have a perspective of where you are over the void. You lose your horizon really fast. The other day I flew away because of an Enderman, and my mouse was tilted the tiniest bit down, and all of a sudden I looked and I was at like 30. So like why 30? And I'm like, oh my god, I didn't even realize I was pointing downward, and I couldn't tell because I had no horizon. So I'm like, it would be nice to have a lower level that I can see what's there, so that way I don't have to worry about that. It would require me to do the whole lava pour, water pour trick to get a cobble pillar to go down, and then at least I can see like where I need to build. Alrighty, so let's clear this one. We'll go dump all this end stone. How much more do we have to do? We have this whole section all the way around, basically, to do. All right. Much stuff. Much stuff. And you guys can go. Look at all those stairs. Holy cow. So many stairs. Oop, wrong box. Was not even paying attention. It's this one. And we're going to keep that in case we need it. So let's finish this last pillar, and then we'll go back to the end stone and do some more. I don't know if I cleared this one. This one may still be attached here. Let's see. Oh, nope, that one is too. Yay. Okay, so that means that all these have all been cleared at least a block or two above, which is awesome. So as long as I'm careful and don't bust through the end stone underneath, then we have our little ceiling already done. Come on. Oh, come on now. Sorry if I don't talk a lot. I'm also playing Minecraft. Ray, that is totally fine. So the vibe here is very much that we have a lot of folks who like to put on the stream while they're at work or school or something and just kind of lurk. And even those who are maybe not doing that, but just want to sit and watch the stream, we totally support lurkers here and we embrace them, and they're definitely a valued part of our community. So don't ever feel like you have to jump in and chat. We love when people do. It's nice to have a little conversation flowing, but it's never expected. And yes, we absolutely love our lurkers. We're just more glad that people can show up and just hang out and enjoy the game, enjoy the vibe of the chat if it's moving along, or just maybe listen to the music and watch the video feed kind of thing. You know, it doesn't have to be all about the conversation. And yes, do feel free to join our community Discord. It's a great place to kind of hang out and check in with people outside of stream. We have our mod of lurking. Yes, Levi is our mod of lurking and chaos. So if you're a lurker, that's the mod that you talk to about all things lurk and all things chaos. But the Discord's a great place to just kind of, you know, hang out with folks in the community. We have... sometimes we'll have like Discord streams outside of our regular stream schedule where, you know, like say if I'm doing something like this where it's super grindy and, you know, just I put on some music and just talk with folks. It's great because people who have microphones can jump into the chat and we can all just kind of have like a big conference call talk. But we also utilize the no mic chat as well, just like how we do here on stream. So, you know, I'm kind of watching the chat window while I'm playing and talking to people as we go along. And like, say, for example, some of our moderators, Star and KT, will hop in and they'll start talking with folks as well. And it's just a nice way to just kind of hang out and vibe with people. I really enjoy it. All right, so all of the obby is all gone underneath now. So yay, this is great. Yes, it is a very fun group. I really enjoy our community and I like the people in it. They're just awesome folks. All right, so now we're going to come right back over here. We're going to do some more end stone grinding. I want to clear this section here. And basically what I think we're going to end up doing is, once we do this, we're going to go up top and we're going to do a little scouting out, see how much more of the obsidian pillars we need to clear. It's going to be basically probably 2 per stream maybe. So, like, when we finish it, we'll go and do something else. We're not going to just do obsidian pillars for a stream because, oh my god, that'll be exhausting. No one will enjoy that. Do not recommend. Oh, and don't be concerned if you hear Endermen screaming. They're not necessarily screaming at me. I've created little traps for them. I've spawned in an Endermite in the minecart right there, just like how you would on an Enderman farm. And it attracts our Endermen and keeps them out from underneath my feet when I'm working in that area, which is really nice. It can be a little unsettling if you hear them scream and you're not expecting it, but it is nice if you're just doing your own thing and you know you didn't look at them, you just keep going with what you're doing. Here in a minute, we'll have to go recharge the pick. I find it very annoying how offset these pillars are from a general circle. Because you can see, here's another one of those pillars way out over here off to the side. And it does not line up with our little circle here in the middle. And I'm not happy about that. I don't like it. All of this is going to have to get mined away. All of that one over there is going to have to get mined away. And eventually, obviously, we won't have anything where I'm standing. This will all just be over the void. And basically, you know, it'll be this ring of sea lanterns all the way around here, and then nothing, just void. And then we'll have our ring around the outside perimeter where our Enderman statues will stand, holding up our portals, which I don't think you can see them. I think they're up above there, but they'll be holding the portals and they'll stand up big and tall, which would be really cool. And we're going to somehow make their eyes glow. I'm also going to do some really cute little particle effects. So if you guys look at, you know, if you ever have look at an Enderman, they have those cool little purple particles they leave like that. So we're going to create that. Basically, I think what it's going to end up being is probably like a magenta stained glass and then a purple frog light inside of it. So it'll almost take the shape of one of our portals, but be kind of surrounded in glass. And I think that'll be really, really cute and just kind of have that like floating around our Endermen. So it looks like they're creating their little particles, even though they're not moving. It'll be a nice way to add some light and some movement to the build without, you know, going too over the top, I think. And like I said, I am going to figure out why this circle is all wonky, and I'm going to fix it because, oh, we know that that's not going to work for me. You have to know that's not going to happen. Luckily, I don't have too much obsidian to have to move around, and that'll be nice. But it's going to take a little bit of mathing. I'm going to have to go around the circle probably 2 or 3 times and figure out where I went wrong on the measurements. Maybe use ender chests. We could also do ender chests to have like the floating particles, but the idea being, Levi, is that we're doing like a scale model of an Enderman. So we don't necessarily want little tiny particles. We want like big, giant, oversized particles because like the Enderman will be standing. Okay, so there's our portal. So that will be the waist height of the Enderman, and the Enderman will be... Okay, just checking. I wasn't sure if he looked at me. So that will be the waist height. So the Enderman will be standing at about this level. So they'll have like legs going up and then their arms will be going up and then like way up over there will be their heads. And so it's a big oversized build. And if I did just the ender chests and got the floating particles, it would be too small to the scale. So we're literally going to build like a full size representation of those. So it'll be kind of like particle, light, or sorry, glass, light, glass, and then like surround it like this. And then put like a stained glass on top and a glass pane on top, glass pane on the bottom. So it's like a pointy little, almost like a Christmas star looking thing. But it'll be like their little particles. But they'll be large because the Endermen are large. I just have to sit down and figure out the scale. Like I found on, I think it was Reddit, like an old Reddit post where someone posted all the dimensions of like what their legs are and what their head is and everything else. So I have to make a graph of that. And then I have to figure out the scale model of that. Like how much larger do they need to be so that way it works. And basically what'll end up having to happen is I have to establish where my platform's going to be. And then like, okay, how many blocks is it like from their feet to their waist? How many blocks is that? And then figure out the scale and then adjust their body as well. Because I want them to be scale model and they're going to be immense. But I think it'll be really cool once it's all done. And then we'll have all these just floating platform rings and everything will be interconnected with walkways and stairways and everything else. And we're going to incorporate lava. We're going to incorporate water. And again, you know, our color palette is going to be basically my skin here. All the palette or all the colors you see on the sleeves will be our color palette. And I think it will be really, really bold and bright. And I'm really looking forward to it. It's just going to take some work to get going because I still don't have a full idea of what I want it to look like in my head yet. I've been getting kind of little flashes of inspiration, but nothing that's like, okay, yes, that's how it's going to be. So I have to figure out exactly what it's going to look like and then do some sketches. And it'll all come together, exactly. I mean, you look at Santa Ignia. Santa Ignia took me so long to just get it going in my head, but once I did, I literally couldn't stop. I would just sit and build off stream because I'm like, I have to get this, like, established. Yeah, and thank you. I appreciate that. It was a project I was really happy with how it turned out. And that's, I know that's how it's going to be here, is that once I get it done and established, it'll be amazing. It's just going to take some time to get there. A little bit of patience, a little bit of grace to myself and to the community as we kind of work together and figure it out, and it'll be great. All right, we're going to have to go do an offload here soon because we're running out of room in the inventory. And the pick is at halfway, so I think this is a good spot to go recharge the pick. And then we'll finish clearing this layer out, and then we'll go up top and we'll look at the obsidian pillars above. Hello, Enderman. Yeah, so all those cute little purple particles floating around, we're going to do that. So actually it looks like purple and magenta, so we're going to do both. And that'll look really cute, I think. All right, give me that one back. And the stairs can go in there. All right, cool. We don't have much left. Actually, it's just kind of this little corner is left for this layer. It's so weird removing all this. I spent so long kind of leveling this out for our dragon fights, and it's all going away now, and it's so odd. Because I feel like we just did the prep for the dragon fights, and it feels like we just did the dragon fights, but that was like a while ago now. Almost 200 days ago in game. All right, Enderman, I see you. I'm ignoring you. Please don't come after me. Thank you very much. I need to get myself a new flame bow. Actually, I think my mending bow might have flame on it, which if it does, we'll use that. But I want to be able to like stand on the main part of the island and shoot at the TNT to get it to explode for certain sections, because I'm not going to use the TNT duper for the whole thing, just certain sections of it. Because I want to be able to kind of control where I'm going with it. All right, so we've got outer ring completely cleared. So outer ring is cleared away to the terracotta. And I'm going to get rid of these stairs here. I'm debating if I want to fill in endstone here just for the sake of the continuity, or if I want to not bother with it. We shall see. Because I can't really do the spokes until I figure out where our pathway from our spawn portal is going to come in. Because that I need to figure out and make even. And I may end up completely like tearing apart this circle and redoing it. Like the outer perimeter, because I don't like that it's so uneven. Look, so this one's 2 back. And 2, okay, yeah, so 2 and 2 here. That one would be 2 and 2, so it's that one that's not. Ugh, okay, this is gonna bug me. Yeah, the circle's gonna get redone. You have to know that this is not gonna work for me. All right, let's go to the Enderman farm. Let's go recharge our pick, and then we'll go up top and we'll take a look at the obsidian pillars. Getting a little bit better at the flying. Not hugely, but a little bit. Could be worse. All right, Enderman, feel free to drop down. We're going to pause here for 1 second. I'm going to take a quick drink of water while we let these guys fill up here. All right, all hydrated up. Let's kill some Endermen here. Let's get the green bubbles. And looking at these little particles, they come in lots of different shapes and sizes. I might have to like see if I can find a pixel art of it. That way we can work on it. Smack them around a little bit. Yeah, exactly. We gotta smack them around. Tasha Zapata, welcome in. Glad to have you as part of the community. Thank you so much for the follow. Feel free to make yourself at home and jump into the chat there, or just lurk, listen, and watch, whatever you're comfortable with. Just fine by us, and we hope you're having a wonderful day. And yes, I am Minecraft Mom. Glad to have you here. All right, right now we're working on our end project, so I'm just taking a little break from the grind we've been doing to recharge my tools and get some XP. Whoa, wait, calm down, Enderman. Jeez. Let's drop all the pearls in the dropper. We'll get rid of those next time. Let's fly on up over here. So we have gotten all 20 of our portals. We did all 20 dragon fights not too long ago, so we've got all of our portals. And what we're working on right now is just clearing the obsidian pillars out of the way. And I made a platform that we're going to be working on for... So this platform right here, we're going to be building a big mosaic. Basically, it's a big dragon yin-yang type design. And it's like two dragons swirling around each other. And originally it was going to just be black concrete and then lava, and we were going to cover the whole thing with glass. But the more I thought about it, I'm like, you know, that's really kind of ho-hum. So instead, what we're going to be doing is, if you look at my character here, at my little skin, you can see she's got a fire and water dual skin or dual sleeve outfit. The boots also match, but you can see the palette there. We're going to be working with that palette. So one dragon's going to be all the shades of blue and black and things like that, and the other is going to, and probably using some sea lanterns for a little bit of light. And then the like fire dragon is going to be lots of red and orange and yellow type blocks. And then we're also going to intermix some like little flows of lava throughout it. So you get that kind of rippling movement type thing. Around the edges where these portals are, we're going to be building scale model Enderman statues. And the Endermen are going to be holding the portal. So if you think of how an Enderman looks when they're holding a block, that's what it's going to look like, as if the Enderman had picked up our portals. So we're going to be building a lower ring, kind of right around where that edge is right there. There's going to be a lower ring, and our Endermen are going to stand up on it, and their little arms are going to come down, and they're going to hold on to this, and so their head's going to be like up here. And we're going to be doing that all the way around to all 20 of those. And we're also going to build like a little platform base area right around that portal, so we have a safe access. At the edge of the, let me see if I can find it. Where is the edge of the ring? It's kind of hard to see because of the terrain. Okay, so right there is the edge of the ring. It's kind of hard to see. But we're going to have staircases leading up to each portal. And they're all going to be marked with, okay, so this is, say, portal number 1 will be right there. So portal number 1 we'll have a sign that says it goes to this coordinate in the end. So we can keep track of where each portal goes. I haven't figured out what I'm going to do with the end stone that's on top of each portal. Obviously, we have that one floating because we've removed that portal or that pillar already. And I'm not sure if I want to use the TNT glitch to get rid of it, or if I just want to leave it and just ignore it. I don't know yet. It might end up getting decorated somehow. Don't know how yet, but somehow it might get decorated. Underneath this big ring here is the main portal ring. That's all going to be removed. Right now we have an obsidian ring that's underneath there that I just finished building, although my measurements are off and I need to basically rip it out and restart, unfortunately. Oof. But you can see this obsidian ring is all that's going to be underneath here, and then it's going to look like a wheel spoke type thing. Makes the portal slanted. Makes what portal slanted? What are you talking about? I'm confused. But we're going to have like wheel spokes basically going northeast, southwest, and then at the 45 in between. So it'll have 8 spokes total going out to this ring. We'll have sea lanterns surrounding where all this terracotta is all the way around. We're going to have a lower area that will go to our spawn platform, which is down underneath this area here. This staircase goes to our spawn platform. And then we'll also have a staircase leading up to our Enderman farm over there. And all of this will be gone. There will be no end stone. This will literally be the void directly below us. So all this is going to get removed. So if you look at the map here, all that we will have is just where this green ring is. And then we'll have one walkway leading over here to where our farm goes. Everything else will be completely gone, except for where you can see the little portal pieces here. That will be the Enderman, and then there will be a ring there where the Endermen stand. I'm tossing around the idea, I don't know yet, but I'll possibly do... Are you planning on manually mining them? A lot of it's going to get manually mined, yes. I will be using TNT for some of it, like some of the more like outlying areas I'll be using TNT just for ease of access. But a lot of the inner stuff will get mined away manually, and then once I get the rings built, yeah, a lot of it will be manual. I'm maybe doing a platform just above void level, so like -63, I think it is. We'll be putting a layer of glass and then sea lanterns ringing around that. just so that way I can see as I fly up to the end, to the main island, I can see where void level is and kind of have a horizon that I can see where I'm flying in. Because I was saying how the other day I had to fly away because an Enderman aggroed on me. And as I was flying away, I happened to look at my coords over in the top right corner underneath the map. You can see I have the coordinates there. And I was at like level Y30 and I didn't even realize it. My mouse was pointed just a tiny bit down as I flew away from the island, and I was headed straight towards void, and I didn't realize it because I had no horizon. It was just dark screen. So it'll be nice to have a visual of, okay, here is where the island is, so you can fly in the right spots. And yeah, the void is where you, so void level is where you start taking void damage, which I think is like -64. I have to clarify that though. I need to make sure I'm doing that correctly so I don't die trying to do this. But basically what I'll end up doing is I'll dump once I get all of the end island cleared away, where this is, like I said, you'll be staring out over into void right here, I will dump a bucket of lava, and then right next to it, dump a bucket of water, which then creates a cobble pillar all the way down. And then from right there, then I can ride the water down and place at whatever level I want the glass. And then from there, just bridge out and start building more and more and more. But I have to decide if I want to do just glass or something else. Would you take void damage for 5 gift subs? Absolutely not, but thank you for the suggestion, Levi. I have no desire to take damage for money. That's never something that I'm okay with. Never have been, never will be. It's just not my vibe at all. That's definitely not something I enjoy even considering. Alrighty, so let's see, where are we? We're at 143. I kind of want to start demolishing some of it with TNT, honestly. I want to see how that's going to look. So let's real quick, let's see if we've got a flame bow in the toolbox. If we do have a flame bow, then we can do this. And no, so that one does not have flame. So we need to see if we can get a flame bow. So let's go back to the house and let's do a little bit of work here. We have 56 levels. That should be enough to kind of work with here. Oh, and it's nighttime. Just noticed you're playing hardcore. Yes, we are day 4187 in the hardcore world right now. Alrighty, so we need a bow. Hi, DC. We need a bow. We're going to go upstairs. Has bows. Oh, I have these bows. What do we have here? So we've got Power 4, Unbreaking Mending. Do we have Flame on any of these? We do not. And I don't think we have Flame Villager either. Okay, so books. I think I have some upstairs, but I'm going to take some with me just in case. And I know I already have Lapis. What up, Creeper? How's it going? You coming over to say hi to my llamas? That's fine. You guys vibe. Alright, here we go. To the enchanting area. Let's see what we can find. Got any world builds that took you a while? Yes, we have several world builds that took a while, actually. Give me just a moment to see if we can't enchant up a flame book here. I don't think we're going to get that lucky, honestly. Alternatively... Oh, hold up. I had a string in here, didn't I? I did. I don't know why I have a string, but I have a string. Let's see here. What do I need for a bow? I don't remember. I don't know. You know, why am I making a bow? For heaven's sake, we have a skeleton farm. Hello? Focus, woman. This way. We're gonna go to the skeleton farm. So, hold on. Big builds. Well, we have our home build. So this is home. This is our base. When I found this, it was a bunch of mountains and a little lagoon right there in front of my house. Where all these trees are was an island that was floating there naturally. And it had a waterfall coming off of it. And so I decided to turn it into my home. And let me come over here. Let's see if I can land safely. Nope, missed it. Darn. It's all right. We can land right here. Down. Gosh, you can't even see it from here. My goodness. I know what I'm doing. I swear. Professional. So right down there, that doorway on the first floor. That was where I cut into the mountain that was here originally. And I created my little hobbit hole house, which was basically like 8 blocks wide. It was a little rectangle right here. And then over time, I just slowly started adding more and more and more and more, and building and tearing down and renovating and everything else. And now we have 4 floors of house. And the lagoon is still here, which is nice. And let's see. Over there was another mountain that I hollowed out, and that's all my villager trading up underneath there. Lots of golems are all over the place. There's like hundreds of them wandering around here. It's ridiculous. Let me see. So we're going to go downstairs. Polar Berry, welcome in. Hope you're having a wonderful day. This is our Hall of Awesome. This is where we put all of our flex point redemption, the offering to the Holy Order of the Lava Watchers. When you get 50,000 channel points, you can buy your place here in our little Hall of Fame. This is where we put all of our monuments to things, like our first dragon fight, our 20 dragon fights were right here, stuff like that. That's our map room that eventually we'll work on. We have a spider spawner here that was obviously naturally occurring inside the mountain. This is our little Zen pool that we have. It's just a nice little place to sit and hang out. And thank you, I appreciate it. And we're going to come over here real quick. We're going to ride our minecart down to the skeleton farm. There was also a skeleton spawner not too far away from our house. And so we connected it by a little minecart track. This is like back in the early days when we were just, you know, just working on getting going and didn't have our wings yet. And then over here is our little AFK spot right here. Through this area, we can AFK for the skeleton farm. Over here are skeletons that we have collected that are fully enchanted. They're fancy. They're all named. Eventually, we'd like to have more. I did get one that had gold, not gold, had diamond armor, but he died before I could get him out of the chute, so that was a bummer. We are here to get some bows because we're going to work on enchanting some bows. Okay, I won't kill you. Today is not your day. You can die another day. So we're going to go back up over here. But to answer your question, yes, so our base is a big build. We have our original mega build, which was our spawn village, because we're not actually at our spawn point. I wandered around a little before I settled on this spot. He wasn't full diamond. He had like enchanted, I want to say helmet and pants. And then he had enchanted chest, iron chest plate and iron boots, I think it was. So either way, very cool. He was fancy. I do have a picture of it. I posted a picture of it over in the community Discord. So if you hit !Discord, yes, full armor, and he had fully enchanted, or he had a fully enchanted bow as well. All right, so let's come on up over here. I'm going to take you over to Spiaggia Harbor. Spiaggia Harbor is our spawn village, and then we built a big boat called the Enterprise. And you know, because Enterprise, you know. But this is our Spiaggia Harbor. This was nothing. This was just rolling hills and sand. A little pond that was right here that we kind of prettied up as well. And right there is where we spawned, that little crying obsidian block. But it's a fun little place. We've got a little pond, our portal that links up to the house. And so yeah, this is still not quite completed. We need to finish the ship, and we have to build a lighthouse over on this little island right here, I think. And we have the plans for it, we just haven't done it yet. And yes, the world is absolutely beautiful. I love this world. This was all mountains. I've cleared all this by hand. The ship, I know. Moon Demon, welcome in. Hope you're having a wonderful day. Glad to see ya. All right, that is Duck. Duck was a recent, just fun project that we did. Over here is our fall Halloween project. We built a graveyard where everybody in chat had the chance to buy their own grave, and they could pick what they want to go into the caskets, and they could pick what they wanted to say on their headstone and everything else. So you notice they're all differently decorated, and it's because everybody got to do their own. Some people use candles, some people use fires. It's really cool. The mausoleum in the corner is the monument to our previous hardcore worlds, and also our first totem pop in this world. We built a chapel, which is all decorated interior, and it's really cute. We have our pumpkin house. We have our witch's hut where Summer lives. Summer's a little cranky, so we probably won't get too close to her. She likes to throw things, and she yells at us a lot. She's a little bitter and cranky, and she's like, get off my lawn. So We try not to encroach on her space too much. But yeah, this is the little witch's hut house. And she is running around here somewhere. I'm not sure where. We've got some little cottages right there. We had a what do you want to call it? A cave entrance right underneath here. And I thought, you know, we've got this cave entrance sitting here. We should do something with it. So I created a little pond with a waterfall that drops right down into that cave, which is kind of fun. And we have a little bridge that goes over. And then over here, the road continues on. As you can see, the road goes all the way over there. But we did a whole road. And it comes over here. There's a little farmhouse. There's a bee sanctuary right there. And then we have our little dock right at the end. Because, of course, we have this big, beautiful bay. Why wouldn't we have a little dock? Makes sense. And then we have the Haunted Mansion, which will eventually have a have all of our Halloween mobs in it. That's where we're going to put all of our Halloween mobs. And then didn't we have Tim in here? I'm trying to remember. We have to get Tom the melon, and I don't remember where Tim was. Was one of these? Bacon, are you still here? Where did we put Tom? I don't remember. Anyway, we have a point redemption we have to do for a melon, and I don't remember where it was. Maybe it was in the house. Oh, I think it's in the house. So anyway, so those are two of our big builds. We have a third, and it's called Santa Ignia. It is the temple of the Holy Order of the Lava Watchers, which is part of our lore of our Series 2 world, which carried over to our Series 3. Oh, right there. There's Pum Tim right there. So we need Mel Tom to go with. All right, we'll work on that. What year did you start this world? I started this world last year, 2021. I'm trying to remember. It's been a little over a year we've been working on it. There is lore, yes. So if you do ! lore, it will take you to our Discord where the story is written up. Levi, our mod of Chaos and Lurking, was monumental in helping me get that established and giving me ideas and feedback for it, and it was a lot of fun. All right, so we got to go do that bow. We need to enchant our bow real quick while I'm thinking about it. All right, give me a good bow. Power 4, power 2, power 1. All right, so let's go power 4. And that's garbage. Okay. Power 4. Unbreaking 3. Okay, so that's not bad. Unbreaking 3, power, garbage. Okay. What about this? Respiration, Bane of Arthropods, power. Garbage. So helpful. Okay. There it is. Ka-chow. All right, so let's do all this real quick. We did the thing. So we've got... Oh, nope, that's the wrong thing. Let's not do that one. That would be bad. All right, so Unbreaking 3, Power 5, Flame Infinity, Unbreaking. What else are we missing with that? Punch 2. Honestly, I'm not really worried about Punch 2. And the reason being is that we already have... Like, this isn't a melee bow, necessarily. It's not a fighting bow. This is solely so we have our flame to be able to shoot at stuff and set off our TNT. So I think we're good with that. All right, so let's put this away. We'll put these books in here. We've got our bow. You know, we're going to go ahead and put these other bows here in case I need them. Why the heck not? Oh, and so up here is our netherwort farm and our potion and enchanting area. And then we have 2 balconies for taking off with the elytra. Lots of access, lots of all of our potion supplies are in here, and then all of our enchanted books are in there. I like to keep everything kind of where I work on things, just so I'm not running around getting stuff. Fire? What? What fire? Are you talking about the bow? Don't scare me like that, Katie. Like, wait, what? What are you talking about? Yes, we must have fire so we can do the booms. And speaking of booms, let's come over here. Let's see how much TNT we have. Let's see how much materials. Because we need gunpowder, sand, and gravel, I believe, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, no, it's 5, isn't it? 5 gravel, 4 sand? Hold on, I don't remember. I need to put some of this gravel away. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, there we go. So that's 5 and 4. And then gunpowder. How much gunpowder do we have? We may have to go do some AFK at the creeper farm. Because I don't know how much gunpowder we have. I used a lot of it to make our rockets. Oh, we're good. Never mind. We're fine. It's all good. Okay, so TNT. And And, okay, so we need a whole lot more gunpowder, because that gave us very little. They say the memory is the first to go. Yeah, no, 100%. 100%. That is, without a doubt, where I am. Got a phone call, so I'm lurking for a bit. No problem, Star. Thank you so much for letting me know. I appreciate it. More TNT. Okay, so lots of sand, lots of gravel. Do I have... yeah, this one's fine. We're going to use this. We're going to fill it up with stuff. So let's go this, that. So let's grab the gunpowder. That's rockets. That's not what I want. Much gunpowder. There we go. Perfect. I'm a full member of CRS. Can't remember stuff. Oh, same, my friend. Same. You know, there are times when it legitimately concerns me because I do have a family history of dementia and Alzheimer's, and I'm like, oh, this is bad. This is really, really bad. But I'm hoping that it'll just, you know, my cognitive decline will be gradual and it won't be too bad. We'll have to wait and see, I guess. All right, so let's just get a few rows of this. I know I'm making this harder than I need to. 3, 4, 5. Okay. Can I see? Not quite. Nope. I cannot see from there. I threw it the wrong direction. I have an interesting theory I read somewhere. Okay. Fill us in, Moon Demon. Words of wisdom for the day. I always look forward to this. All right, that one's good. Let's go grab some gravel. This one I should be able to just chuck some on the ground, I think. All right, chuck, chuck, chuck. Can I reach? Can I reach? Can I reach? There we go. Nope. Nope. Still too far. Darn it. Here I am trying to be slick and like throw it where I can just stand and open the shulker and drop stuff in, but no, not happening. Oh well. All right, that's everybody there. Let's move this over to the crafting table area. And we will do crafting. Oh no, Mike Duck fell down. You guys can't see it, but Mike Duck fell down. It's catastrophic. We have to pause and fix that. All right, so let's swap out some of this so we have the correct values of everything. So we need 5 of that, and we need 4 sand. Okay, and then we do the TNT and a bunch of that. Beautiful. And good morning, welcome NDB. Hope you're having a wonderful start to your day. Glad to have you here in the chat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, wait, hold up. Am I getting gravel for no reason? Hold on. Oh my gosh, I have the dumb. It's only sand. Why did nobody tell me this? People. I told you it's the Mondayest Tuesday. Here I'm thinking we need gravel. What is the gravel? And oh, it's concrete as gravel and sand. Oh, that's right. Oh well. It's fine. Luckily, from mining out all that stuff at the river, we have lots of the sand to use, so we're good. Let's get rid of you. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There we go. Now we're cooking with gas. Now that I know what I'm doing-ish. There we go. Okay. We make much TNT. It's very good. Okay, I want to drop off that end stone because it's clogging things up here. Okay. So as you know, we humans, as well as most other living things on this planet, we all need oxygen to live and breathe. But there's a theory that the very thing that keeps us alive is also the thing that kills us. So with fire, you need oxygen as a component, so the fire will keep going and have CO2 output. The same thing happens with humans, but on a different scale. The oxygen is combusting us from the inside. So throughout your life, the very thing you need to be able to breathe is the very thing that slowly burns you to death. Well, that's a little bit somber of an idea, but I mean, I suppose I can see the logic there. I'd rather not burn to death. That would be very unpleasant. I prefer the living. The living is nice. All right, let's put all that sand in here. And then we're gonna get a bunch of the bunch of the gunpowder. If we have to make a trip to the farm, we will. I want to get a whole bunch of TNT, like a whole box of TNT would be nice. All right, you go in there. Let's get some more sand. Okay. Beautiful. Okay, we got all that. Okay, I have to fix this because I don't like that this is all like wonky and all over the place. We have to fix. There we go. See, that's much better now. That brings joy. Understandable, but would sort of explain the sudden human combustion phenomenon that happened a few times in the early 1900s. Yeah, I mean, it's been documented as happening, so, I mean, yeah. I don't know enough about the scientific world to give my uneducated opinion on it. It's a fascinating idea all the same. Let's go put that end stone away so that way it's not clogging up my inventory. This one, that one, there we go. Perfect. A tedious process. Yes, it is a tedious process. But when it's done, we have much gunpowder. Or, sorry, much TNT, which is nice. All right, let's grab all these ones. Somehow I ended up with half a stack there, and I'm not sure why, but I did. Okay. So much TNT. Will be very nice. Okay, this one piece of gunpowder is going to bug me. We'll definitely have to go to the farm, I think. After stream, I'll probably go sit there while I eat lunch. The pizza, it calls to me. Yes, the end result is beautiful. Absolutely. All right, so that's all we have here. We'll have to go get more sand. Actually, no, that's perfect. We'll finish with what we have there. Let's add this. This is our bow we're going to use for that. We're going to go put this back. Let's top off our food. Let's top off our rockets. And then we're going to go back to the end. I know it's about the end of stream right now, but I want to go back to the end and I want to go do a test shot of this and see what happens. I have literally never done this outside of netherite mining in the end. Or sorry, in the nether. So I don't know how this is going to work. And yes, we're getting near the end of the stream. I usually stream about 2 hours per day. Just because it gets to be a little fatiguing for me. And I still have a lot of other IRL responsibilities outside of stream. So a couple hours a day is what I usually do. Sometimes it goes a little bit longer. Just depending on like if we're really in the middle of something big and I don't want to stop, then we'll keep going. But usually about every hour I take a break, and if it's close to the end of stream like it is today, then I'll probably just push through. I know, IRL stuff always getting in the way. Such a bummer. Alright, so here we go. Let's go ahead. I gotta figure out where do I want to do this. Let's take a look at the map real quick. So I'm thinking we're gonna fire off over towards this area here, because that's kind of where we were mining away before. I think that would be a good idea. Quickly stops eating Doritos. Oh yeah, I have a job interview tomorrow. Oh, congratulations, DB. That's awesome. I do too, actually. I have a job interview tomorrow morning. So good luck to you. I hope it goes well. All right, so let's go ahead and drop our stuff here. We're just gonna do one little stack of TNT. Oof. All right, I'm gonna come out to this spot here. I'm gonna kind of come out to the end spot and I'm gonna just... We're going to mine down as far as we can go. We're going to put the TNT right there. There we go. All right, so we're going to do that. And then we're going to come up over here and we're going to fire off that bow. Oh, thank you. I'm going to need it. First interview I've been to. Okay, so mom advice time. If this is your first interview, the most important thing to remember is take a few deep breaths before you walk in there. Make sure you shake the interviewer's hand. That's very important. A good handshake sets the tone. Try to answer questions as directly and as briefly as possible. Try not to ramble on. A lot of people kind of start to, because they're nervous, they start to ramble. Keep eye contact. Don't be creepy about it, but keep eye contact. Smile regularly. If you have like a very tight, unhappy look on your face, it looks like you don't want to be there. So smiling is very important. It makes you look approachable, and it makes you look like you want the job, like you want to be there. And if they give you the opportunity to ask questions, do so. Even if it's like, do you guys have 401k matching? Do you have benefits? You know, are you flexible around school hours? Things like that. You know, just make sure you ask questions, because again, it shows that you're interested in the position and that you're wanting to work with that position to make it work for you. So above all, just be yourself. Don't be fake. Don't try to be the person you think they want you to be. Just be yourself. Because at the end of the day, they're hiring you, and you have to put yourself forward. And I'm sure you'll do just fine. Alrighty, so here is our flame bow. Holy crap, I hit that on the first try. That was absolutely gorgeous. What about asking what the other employees find about working there? Oh yeah, like what they like about working there? Absolutely, that's a great thing to ask as well. What do the employees like? Well, that did a nice little chunk of damage. Not a ton, but a little bit. All right. So let's go ahead. Let's do another one like right here. This is definitely not a, it's definitely not an efficient means of doing this, but good for doing things from a distance. This will be great for like the lower levels. Oh, I can't see it. I gotta be able to see where I'm shooting here. I expected a creeper type hole. I know, yeah, it was a little disappointing. It may have something to do with the blast resistance of endstone. I don't know what the blast resistance is of that. Oh, that one's shot up. Okay, so that's good to know. They kind of are shooting up in the air. Got to be careful of that. All right, that one was a little more substantial. Still a little disappointing, but more substantial. Let's come on down here. Let's pick all these stones up. Yeah, see, and then from here, I could then mine further down. And drop some more down in here. So we have a big hole. Try with one at the bottom and running away. Yeah, no, I'll be doing that here shortly. If you don't know a question, think about it for a little bit. But if you really don't know, don't think too long and just say you don't know at the moment, and you might be able to get back to that question later on. Absolutely. That's fantastic advice as well. If they ask you a question and you're not immediately certain, take a moment to think about it. But if after just a moment, nothing's coming to you, be like, you know, I really don't have an answer to that question. Can we circle back around to it? I'd like to think about it for a minute. 9 times out of 10, they may not actually be expecting you to answer the question necessarily. It's more that they want to know that you can think on your feet. Because if you're working in a job where you're dealing with customers, you have to be able to kind of think on your feet and address a customer's question, or at least make them feel like you're addressing their question. And sometimes addressing the question is just simply saying, you know what, I don't know the answer to that, but let me go find someone who does. So it's okay to not know the answer. I can't tell you how many times I had, because I used to work in the healthcare field, and so I would have a patient or a family member of a patient, you know, ask me a question, and I'm like, I have no idea the answer to that, but I know someone who could answer that for you, so let me go ask them, and I'll get back to you. And most of the time, people just want to be acknowledged. They want to know that someone cares enough to answer their question. And so if you do that, people are largely happy. All right, so we've done a little bit of work here. Faster than mining. Still not 100% efficient in terms of removal, but it could be worse. Let's see, what do we've got here? We're going to do a thing all the way across here. We're just going to do a whole line of it right here. Okay. Actually, I don't need to do every one. I'm going to do like every third. 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. There we go. That's fine. And then we'll come over here. We'll do one more right there. And then I know it seems weird, but I'm going to cover it up because I don't want it to go shooting off into space, basically. Actually, let's do the center one. Like that. That should hopefully light the others up underneath. We'll see. I may be totally talking out my rear end, but that's okay. Next year, I might go to the Air Force as well. Might try for pilot if I can. Well, good luck to you. That's definitely a prestigious thing to do. And if you're able to, that's lovely. Hey, it worked. Yay. I love when things work. Working is nice. All right, not a ton. That's down. That is much down. Yeah, so the TNT duping, probably going to be a thing here. When you find someone who knows the question, always bring the customer to them or the other way around. And when it's about a certain item you don't know the placement of or how to do a certain action or look a certain thing up, just walk with the employee that knows so you'll remember for the next time. Yes. And yes, big boom. Much boom. We likes the booms. All right, rock it out because this makes me nervous. Okay, so there you go. So that was a good little test. We obviously have a lot more End Island to deal with. You're going to head to bed. Thank you for streaming. It was nice being here. Well, Tasha, thank you for coming and hanging out with us today. It's always a pleasure to have new folks come in and make them feel at home here with our community. We always like that. Feel free to come back anytime you like. And next time, we'll be doing more of the booms, more of the clearing. And yeah, continuing with this big grind of a project. Let's go ahead and pause right there. Off the phone. Welcome back, Star. Calls an automated TNT cannon that MC Mom made to strip mine the end stone. Yeah, exactly. That's about where we're going to be. I think we're going to be doing the end stone grindiness very much in the near future. If you guys notice, I added a tutorial over on the Discord under Mom's Tutorials for the TNT duper, the moving one. So I think we're going to be working on that probably in the next couple of streams because we got to get that lower portion cleared out so we can make our platform from our our walkway from our spawn platform up to the main portal area, and we can start figuring out where the ring for the Enderman's going to be and all that good stuff. So we'll get there. It's just going to take a bit. But thank you to everybody who came and hung out today. Welcome to all the new folks. If you haven't already, make sure you guys check out the community Discord, !Discord in the chat. It's a great way to kind of check in with folks outside of stream, get stream updates. Periodically we do Discord streams that people can jump in and chat and hang out. And lots of fun channels to use. We have tons of stuff. We have pet pictures, we have travel, we have a fitness channel that I just started, which is already a lot of fun. Excuse me. But yeah, definitely a channel for pretty much everyone there, which is nice. But I had a great time with you guys, and I hope you did too. Let me see. So we've got a few folks we could check out. Let me do a quick search and see if we've got anybody doing the hardcore. If not, we have a few community friends that we could totally raid into. Gutty is streaming, Bizzle's streaming, and let's see, who have we got here? Apologies. All of a sudden had to cough. Yeah, we have some smaller folks doing stream, but I think it would be nice to go check out our friend Gutty. We always love visiting with Gutty and seeing what he's doing, working on his wonderful Mushroom Kingdom project. It's super, super neat, and he is a fantastic streamer. Great personality. All right, so here we go. As you saw, we have the raid message there that the mods put up. If you can join us on the raid, please feel free to do so. Copy paste that raid message. Let Gutty know that we're all there together and showing some love. Before we head out, I want to make sure that you guys know that we always like to end stream with a little suggestion, which is to go out and do something kind for someone today. It doesn't have to be a big action to make a big deal. Even just something small, like opening the door for someone or smiling at them, can make a big difference in how their day is going. And once that person's day is moved in a different direction than it was before, they can do the same for someone else, and then someone else, and so on, until you have this big ripple effect of putting a little happiness out in the world. And just imagine if every single person in the world did that, what a different place we'd be living in right now. And heaven knows that the world is hurting and it needs all the love and joy it can get. So be that first drop in the bucket to start the ripple, folks. Have a great rest of your Tuesday, and I look forward to seeing you guys on the next stream. Have a good one.